Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Kari, and here we are with part 2 of Brady Bunch, The Treasure of Mystery Island. And this is written by Jack Matcha. Okay, part 2. I don't know what we'll find on Mystery Island, Mr. Brady said, eyes twinkling. Want us to take Sam along? He said jokingly. Not on your life, Alice snorted. If I find a good-looking man on the island, it'll just be Sam's tough luck. The conversation about Mystery Island ended there, but that wasn't really the end of it. For the next few weeks, the island was in their thoughts almost constantly. Greg and Marcia went to the library and learned that the island had been settled in 1672, and that there had indeed been a nest of pirates, among them a big, red-bearded giant by the name of Red Andrew, who had hidden away shipments of gold he had stolen from ships of the Spanish fleet that sailed to Spain from South America. Red Andrew had had an enemy named Black Tom, an Irish pirate, who challenged his foes to duels and then poisoned the tip of his sword with a special poison invented by Indians in the Caribbean Sea. In 1698, there had been a big fight between the two pirate leaders for possession of Mystery Island as a base. Red Andrew had accused Black Tom of cheating him at cards and had told him bluntly he was unwelcome. He and his men could no longer share the island with him. According to the book that Greg and Marcia had read to the other kids, Black Tom had immediately challenged Red Andrew to a duel. The entire crews of the pirate ships had gathered around the battlers. As they set up a huge resounding chant, the two pirate chiefs slashed at one another with swords. As usual, Black Tom's sword was poisoned at the tip, but Red Andrew, a shrewd fellow, had learned of his trick and was prepared. He made sure that Tom drank more than he did just before the fight began. Then, when the fight was underway, he arranged to drop to one knee as if he were falling. Black Tom was taken by surprise, as Andrew, whom he thought was ill or hurt, suddenly struck his sword and knocked it out of his hand. Before he could get the weapon back, Red Andrew seized it and stabbed him in the arm with it. In a few moments, the deadly Indian poison had killed Black Tom. According to the legend, Greg said in a low voice, the ghost of Black Tom stalks through the island in search of revenge against any kin of Red Andrew who might be foolish enough to visit it. You mean anybody who is related to him at all? Jan said incredulously. Of course, Greg said. Well, how does anyone know if he is a part of that family? Peter asked. I mean, you could be a second cousin twice removed, and maybe your great-great-great-great-grandfather was Red Andrew. You mean Black Tom's ghost would still chase after you? That's right, Greg said. Better hope we aren't related to old Andrew. We might never get back. He and Marcia smiled and promptly forgot it, but the youngest Bradys didn't, and especially not Cindy and Bobby. They found it a little too much to go to sleep with. About an hour past their bedtime, both children began to worry about the shadows thrown on the ceiling by the moonlight across leaves outside their window. Without a word, they lay there looking anxiously at the moving figures. After a while, Cindy got frightened. The figure looked very much like a ghost to her. Was it possible, she wondered, that Black Tom had heard that Greg read them the legend and was angry? So angry that he was haunting their bedroom? Bobby was worried too, but about something else. He worried seriously if the Bradys were part of the pirate's family. Maybe Red Andrew had been his great-great-great-great-great cousin or uncle or something like that. Shortly afterwards, Cindy got out of her bed and tiptoed to her parents' bedroom. Silently, she crept beneath the sheets and moved close to her mother. A few minutes later, Bobby found it too scary to sleep too and got up. He walked quietly into his parents' room and snuggled in close to his mother. The shadows in the room were moving on the ceiling, but this time they didn't bother him very much, not with his parents close by to protect him. All the same, he was not terribly anxious to go to Mystery Island. Who knew what they might find there? All right, guys, in the quest to keep these entries short so that if you guys just have a few moments, I will stop there. But as I record more of these, obviously, you can listen to them back to back if you choose. I hope you're enjoying this book. I've never read this before, so I think it's really a lot of fun. So I hope you're having fun too. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back soon with more stuff. Bye, guys.